Hey everybody, today I'm going to review this knife here. This is the Cold Steel AK-47, and the only thing that's wondering about this knife is why it took me so long to get one. Now I appreciate the awesome individual who let me borrow this one to review, because if I hadn't got this I might have just totally ignored this for a long time. But once I got this thing in hand, it was just pretty obvious that I needed to get one. Now, I'm not going to compare these two together because, well, first off, he took this coating off, which made this blade look awesome. But I think that's the old style coating he took off. I don't know if I could do that with this one without destroying the blade as far as scratching it up. But I do like the way you work this blade over. It's pretty nice. But I'm not going to compare these two because the only differences I can tell are going to be in the steel. And there's really no way to demonstrate that on camera here. But overall, this thing, he broke this in nicely. Fits nicely. This is a great knife. I'm gonna put this over here. What I'm gonna do is compare it to some knives that a lot of y'all might have, or maybe have this one and you don't have this one. So I'm just gonna check them both out together. But first, before I do all that, I'm gonna go through the specs on this one. So what we got here is a 3.5 inch CTS XHP blade. Excellent steel on this. A textured G10 handle here, which is textured closer. It's like a brick texture, kind of similar to the Recon, but it's a little bit stiffer. I mean, a little bit finer, I guess. Not stiffer, but it's a little bit. It's not as fine as the American Lawman, so it's kind of stuck in the middle there somewhere. So it's not as I don't know what the word is, but there's a difference. This one's a little bit finer on the texturing here. Okay, no liners in there. It does have, of course, the Andrew Demko triad lock there. Makes this thing super strong. No blade play whatsoever. Just locked up solid. There we go. It's got this wave type feature, this thumb disc on the back here, that you can flip open, but it also catches onto your pant pocket and comes out open if you need it to. You got, let's see, including the pommel, you got about 5.5 inches of handle and grip area, which is plenty for my hand. The way this pommel flips up around here just kind of hugs your fingers. That just makes it a really nice grip. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Perfect lockup, perfect centering, all that good stuff. Make sure I'm not lying here. Yeah, it's perfect down the middle there. I got the OD green one just because I'd already seen the black one and I had to see something different. So here's the box it came in. Let's give you a little close up there. Y'all can lock in on that when you need to. There you go. Alright, so let's get into the comparison part of this. I'm going to tell you a little story. Tell you a story about my buddy Eric. I went to high school with Eric, and all throughout high school he was in good shape, kind of an outdoorsy guy, liked to work out a little bit here and there. Not incredibly noticeable as a person, as far as he didn't stand out as a bodybuilder, he didn't stand out as an athlete, he was just kind of good overall. Kind of like this guy here, the American Lawman. You're going to stand out as something terrible that you're taking out of your pocket. It's just good overall for carrying. And then Eric graduated high school, went to college, and became an Army Ranger. This is Eric after he went to the Army Rangers. Just kind of souped up Eric a little bit. Made him a little thicker through the back. Gave him some extra fighting skills. Same basic Eric as far as shape. and almost same size if you look at that. However, he just came back a badder dude. And that's what this is. This is like the tanked up American Lawman. If you look at the measurements on this blade here, you got about the same, about just under 3.5 inches. And then this one, of course, is right at 3.5 inches. So, I mean, that's very close. The thickness across here, the width of the blade is obviously, there's a little bit more width on the AK-47. However, blade shape and everything, pretty similar. It's just that this one gives you a little bit more. You can't do this with this one. You got this aluminum pommel back here, good for breaking walnuts or leaving wax on somebody's head. That is not going to be any fun. It's just, you can compare it to the Recon 1 kind of, but I think the Recon 1's got a little bit longer blade there. Let's check that out. Yeah, you get a little bit longer blade, but you still got this extra use of force thing back here. Got a similar shape through the body, through the scales and stuff. I guess if this was just a little bit shorter on the blade. However, as far as usefulness, what else? What can you do with that you can't do with this? You can cut a 4-inch sandwich. I love this knife. Don't get me wrong. I've been carrying this more than I've been carrying just about anything except for my Tiger Claw. But now I'm afraid this is going to take his position, because this has the usefulness and utility of both of these knives, but gives you just a little bit extra on the end here. So why wouldn't you carry this? Maybe you could, hey, if you got an idea why you would rather have this American Lawman, I mean, I could see, I mean, the width across the back, what is that? You got about a 1/4 inch less there. And of course, sitting in your pocket, it's going to be a lot less. So I can understand that as far as size. Like I said, this is a great all-around knife. Not poo-pooing the Lawman at all. If you're wearing slacks or, I mean, if you have one of these, don't feel bad about that. I'm not what I'm saying. This is a great knife. I have a bunch of these. I've had like 8 of them, given a couple away, sold a couple, and I still have, I think I have 3 or 4 left of these. So this is a great knife. I can't stop buying these. I'm addicted to them. But this thing is just awesome. Now, it doesn't have anything useful as far as jimping or anything, but you can get pretty close up on this blade here without worrying about it. You can, I guess, use the thumb ramp as a backwards kind of a jimping sort of thing, but you know, what jimping does this have? I guess it has a little bit through here, but the one thing it does have is this cool choil. So you got to give it that. But overall, this is a great knife. I really like this blade. I just can't think of anything that's wrong with it. If any of y'all have held one and you know any drawbacks to this thing, let me know. I would love if they came out with this one, the shiny blade, stonewash AK-47. That would be cool. So, but I don't have enough guts to sit here and tear up my blade. Take off that DLC. Alright, you got, oh, I forgot to mention, you got the tip up reverse clip, so you can go left-handed, you can go right-handed on this thing, no problem. Opens easily, no issues, locked up, solid. Let's see, did I miss anything? Hold on, I'm gonna pause it and think for a second. There you go. I knew I was forgetting something. That's probably where you're gonna get hit with this one over the Lawman. Hey, come here, Mr. Scale, get off from underneath there. There's the weight. Alright, let's check this out. Alright, here we go. 5.04 ounces. Not super heavy, not bad at all. But this is where the Lawman's just gonna kick it right in the rear. Yeah, see, a whole ounce less. Ounce or more or less. What about this thing? 5.65, probably what, 5.3. What did we say what that was with the fro? Something like that. So yeah, you're gonna give it an ounce less on that Lawman, but you're getting a little bit more knife. You're getting that wave feature to come out of your pocket. You're getting that extra blunt force pommel thing. I bet there's a way you could use that too. But in that reverse grip, the little punch there in the forehead, that might work. Alright, so I just wanted to review this. I'm sorry it took so long. I didn't want to review this and then get mine in and then have to review them both. But like I said, as far as the two of them go, I really can't tell a difference. And if you wrote CTS XHP on this blade, I wouldn't know how to tell the difference. I'm sure some of you would know when you bite into it like gold, and whichever one of your teeth falls out, that's the harder steel. I'm not sure how that goes. But, I don't know, is this one lighter? No, it's heavier. You know why it's heavier? I'm not going to tell you. It's the screws. He put the screws in. I'm guessing. That's the only thing I can see that's different. Alright, I'm done. So like here, subscribe here. Let me know what you think down here. Which one of these would you rather have? If they were all equal price, that's again, you're going to pay about 20 bucks cheaper on the retail version of this than you will on this. So that may be a difference for you for the Lawman. Of course, it's easier to carry one over that. Let me know what you think. Which one of these three is your favorite? Do you have another favorite? Maybe the Golden Eye, or it's hard to beat the Talwar. I should have brought the Talwar out, but it's a little bit more on the 4-inch region. Alright, I'm done. I will talk to y'all later.